all that set up and looking good to go. Been a while since I've been back. Goodness. I played a little bit so far with my brother. Actually, well, skip the tutorial area with this guy. Kind of speed things along a little bit. I can remember how to do that. I want to say that I did talk to this guy. I talked to this. Can it? What did it allow me? Okay, no problem. We'll run through it all anyway. The chests around here only have a little bit of money here and there. Nothing big. I'm not too worried about the little amounts of money.
Bridge is out. If I paid taxes, this would irk me.
You recognize one of the Queen's waystones. It seems to call to you. The Queen's magic enters you through the stone, granting you the power of... Auror! You now have magical sight and hearing, buddy.
Queen Butt Stallion! She's guiding us on our quest!
Sure enough, baby. A trail of spectral hoofprints leads off into the woods.
And the journey continues.
A fallen tree bars your path. What you gonna do about it, huh?
Jump over it.
Yes, identify tree.
It's a species called Jumpus tutorialis, and weirdly, it only grows in this one valley. Ahead, the glint of edge steel beckons you forward.
Still sharp? Oh, the things I could chop with this. Not heads, don't worry. Okay, yes, heads.
Love a good axe. Great for cleaving, hacking, even a good old-fashioned chop.
And there's 4 dice on this area from what I
A cave
remember.
house sits covered over. The magical hoofprints continue through the cave. The rocky ceiling dips low to the ground.
A true fate maker knows when to stand tall and when to crouch.
Yeah, work them sweet glutes. And if you get a running start and crouch, you'll slide around like a cool action hero. Another waystone guides your path, but reaching it will mean going through a pack of nasty, pinching crabs.
Yeah! Combat! Kill 'em all!
Ah! Pinchy! There's no Pinchy!
You have defeated the crabs! Luckily, they were carrying their life savings. For some reason, all yours now.
I think we killed everything down here. Climb up there and follow the hoofprints.
I don't think there's something behind that one. One of these has... One of these actually does lead into a dice. Or a dice. It's in one of the waterfalls.
Let's see. If I'm here, then that means... Wait, what does that mean?
Yep. Chest.
Everything falls apart. Right?
That's right. The Queen has ruled the Wonderland since I was but a humble player, like you, Bing Bongs. She has foreseen your arrival and left a powerful weapon for you. The weapon of a fate maker.
It's a gun!
Crossbow.
This thing reminds me of Grammy. Old and weathered, but still capable of shooting skulls off necks from 20 paces.
Wait, there's guns? It's in fantasy?
You're in Tina's fantasy, baby! Suddenly, a shrine floor rises beneath you. From here, you can spy a quaint little village nestled in the bodacious bosom of the valley. But beyond it, a dark and ancient castle lurks... lurkingly.
If I were sealing away the Dragon Lord, it would be in an inconspicuous... You will never reach the dark.
Not really. I've got like 9 hours into a Spore Warden. So I'm not super far into the
Go
game.
break some bones, Fate Maker.
How you doing tonight? Took a little bit of a nap earlier, feeling pretty energized. Saw the new Morbius movie. Would recommend.
This is my competition.
I would say I played a lot of the second one, like when I was a bit younger. Played a little bit of the third one. I would say a little bit of the first one, but I never really got much into the first one.
Up on that tower. Get them loose.
I think that actually came out around the time that I joined the military, and then I think the second one came out toward the end of that time frame.
I don't know. I swear it on the Queen's diamond tail.
Yeah, it was like a landmark in the genre. That's the easiest way to say that. It's still probably uncompared to many kinds of games. Nice.
Ooh, you found a ward. That's like a magical shield above your health. Pretty sweet.
That's a lot of time in it already.
Uh-oh, a rock slide bars your way to the village.
100 hours.
All is lost.
Very heroic. Tina, can we blow up the rocks?
Sorry, it's impossible. Without explosives!
Victory! I'd never lost.
I think the only other game that I played for that long was probably World of Warcraft years ago.
We're here to save the village.
Behold, my stuff! Hey, when you're saving the world, power gaming is a moral obligation.
Ooh, the village is already ransacked. And
My brother
crawling
played a
with skill.
ton of Borderlands, so he actually got himself burned out of it.
The village.
The variety was wild. Like, I think that's probably the most drawing factor, even nowadays, when it comes to any kind of these games. But it's gotta suck for the developers to pretty much make everything RNG based. But just for that fact alone, you'll also kind of deter some of the players who would want to play the game. Just logically, a certain number of those players won't get good loot, while some people who are just going to start are automatically going to have really good luck and find some of the best things in the game.
An extra powerful skeleton arises. A badass!
What classes have you played so far in this one?
A single villager remains alive in the carnage. She looks bad, baby. She looks like she's about to die.
Might as well save her peasant ass.
Which one's your favorite? Or do you have a favorite?
Thank you for saving my peasant ass, stranger. How can I ever repay you?
As much as it kills me to refuse payment.
Is it like similar to what was the class? I think it was like the Gunzerker or something like that from ages
You're
past.
Fate Maker. I knew the Queen would send us a hero. The tomb is in the crypt below Castle Herofast. You must hurry before his minions find it.
The tomb is inside a crypt. The perfect hiding place.
You usually play co-op or mostly by yourself?
Favor see your noble quest through. Whew, my peasant ass is killing me.
Ah,
The ruins of Castle Harrowfast are just out yonder.
dang.
Which is fantasy for saying. It's over there, baby.
I sense the Dragon Lord's presence. His tomb is somewhere beneath these ruins.
Hey, dude, I mean, if you're dedicated to it, you can get there super fast. That's the cool
I thought
thing.
we already beat the Dragon Lord.
But then the grind, as we all know, with any of these, the grind
Sir, it's hard to
really
legit
begins
kill
once
a
you
man.
hit max level.
After you guys went bony toe to toe, Queen Butt Stallion locked his butt away in a dusty tomb for a few hundred years.
Oof, he's gonna be a cranky boy.
I wonder kind of what's the plan in the long run for creating content for this to make it unique. That's probably the biggest thing for on many people's mind, is to make it unique related to the other games. Because it being a D&D style game is, I could see something along the lines of maybe like you can like kind of customize or tailor a dungeon with many different kinds of modifiers. Like, I'm not sure if the chaos thing is like that, but I could definitely see that being something for the future. Okay.
Castle Harrowfast is a crumbly, tumbly ruin. No one is left to walk these halls. No one living.
So, skeletons.
Oh, yes, girl. You're picking up what I'm
Wow.
When you
Okay.
got more than one gun, you can switch between them. Keeps combat
Is it
spicy,
like that you get to
but
select
never
a
light.
certain type of
So,
award, like a
Tina,
weapon,
maybe
armor
after this quest,
piece,
I could be
ring,
the bunker
or do you
master.
just get
Been
to
working on a campaign
select like a very
that's got
very
work
specific
and
item?
kissing.
Tina don't play no more, okay? But it's all good. I got mega tons of questicles simmering up in my brain sauce, babe.
Now then, what's the most broken build I can make?
Oh,
Oh, hells! Are you
Okay.
dead already?
it's been forever since I played Diablo 3. I think the last time I played it was 3 or 4 years ago.
Getting lucky.
It is quite nice though to be able to choose your own gear that you want to have. If you're looking for a specific item.
cross blades with the best, do ya?
Does it add like a specific modifier to the gear for it being chaotic? Like some of the ones they enchanted, does it say like chaotic for those, or
The last
how
of
does
the
that work?
Herald bloodline sits in her ancient throne, her bones clutching a dusty
Ah.
spellbook as though awaiting a destiny
Volatile.
that never came.
Well, this place is super grim. I love it. Grab that spell book.
Magic, eh? This should be fun.
With the spellbook equipped, you can cast the frost spell contained within.
Ice Badge is extra strong against the undead. They got none of that
Outstanding.
flesh to keep them warm.
Now, how do we get into the tomb crypt?
I definitely
There's
like the
gotta be an
variety.
entrance around here somewhere.
And a game I can actually sink a bit more hours into.
You have to
I was originally anticipating to sink like 200 plus hours into Dying Light 2, but I ended up beating the game and
The
I
floorboards
damn
of
near all of the
hall
side
seem
quests
more
within,
modern.
I think it was like 86 hours. And now they've only been releasing hardcore stuff for like over the last month.
Last time!
The bone-dry air of the crypt whips past you as you hurtle down into the depths beneath the castle.
I look forward to seeing how it progresses.
Being a
There's so many
duchess
cameos in this game that it's
My
so
servants
comical. I just
suck
laugh at almost
at
every
prophecies. I
every
spit
little
upon prophecies.
saying.
Tuh. That was me spitting. Because they suck. For 6 generations, my family has clung to this stupid prophecy. The heroes must guard over the...
You hear a rumble and a booming laugh that seems to come from all around you. The waystone glows.
Good old RNG
You feel
Jesus.
its magic within your chest, within your mind, within your soul. It asks.
Yesterday when I was playing, I was pretty much just calling out like almost every single reference that that I had heard. There's so many for like A Knight's Tale, and I mean like I would say early 2000s slash late 90s references. That is wild.
The resurrection ritual has begun!
It's giving me like flashbacks when I was growing up.
Boss fight! I got a special figurine for this guy. 1 second. Rising before you is one of the Dragon Lord's most loyal.
Do you stream it all,
undead
Sveti, or?
soldiers. It's Rivula. Roll for initiative.
You just enjoy the games?
Tremble before Rivula!
I'm not trembling. I'm trembling.
Kick his ass!
Oh, Destiny. My brother's watching Grenadier Jake right now.
Let the magic begin! Magic barrage! Oh, did I forget to pay my bullet bill? Your man here's gone a bit limp, Dragon Lord.
There's still time. You can seal the Dragon Lord away
Very
before
nice
he
of you.
escapes.
It'd be something I aspire to one day. We'll do something like that.
Dragon Lord is free, suckers!
That's good.
How long you been playing
not
Destiny
happening.
too?
Come on, the Fate Maker never beats the villain in the first
'Cause that's,
quest.
I mean, playstyle wise, it's very similar to
You're
the
stronger
Borderlands
than the
series
ones she
with a lot of
sent
RNG,
before.
and they've reworked a lot of the weapons I've seen.
I wonder. We'll meet again, Fate Maker. But for now, I have to go pay an old shiny friend a visit. See you around the neighborhood.
Damn it, he got
Only
away.
5K.
Gotta track him down. I want that big bad boss kind of loot.
I haven't sunk that much time into a game in
The Fate
a long
Maker's
time.
journey begins as so many do, with a heart full of fire.
Like the good and bad, man. I love games, but
dragons, magic. It will end only
whenever I finished high school in 2012, I joined the military.
of all.
After the military, I went straight into college,
Heroic efforts. The
knocked
Dragon
out 2
Lord has
degrees,
escaped.
and now work in the
Wait a
healthcare
minute.
field.
Did you hear what he said? Shiny, friend, neighborhood. I know where he's
So
headed.
more often than not,
He's
I'm
after Queen Butt
reviewing
Stallion.
research, etc.
To warn Queen Butt Stallion of the Dragon Lord's escape, you must travel far across the Wonderlands to the capital city of Brighthoof.
Ah, okay. Dang. They give you a good discount, at least? I'd be mad if they didn't give you a good discount. That's almost the funny thing, too, is like, I work in healthcare, but there's no real discounts. You just get like a better idea of where to go, I would say, more often than not. And you hear so much gossip. Oh man, so much gossip.
I built you guys this big overworld on the table. Just move your miniature wherever you want to go on it.
Nice detailing on
Yeah, I
the
work as an
landscape.
exercise physiologist
Feels like there's a whole
for
world
cardiac
just
rehab,
waiting for
but
us to kill
there's a
and
wide variety of things that we can get into if we wanted to.
Welcome to my Wonderland!
Hmm. That's kind of funny. So even if you sold it to yourself, you still get commission off of it. So I mean, it kind of makes a little bit of sense just
The road to Brighthoof
for
is
the
blocked.
percent of
So
commission
let's
versus
go
the total
to
price of the vehicle.
Taurus.
Yeah.
A battle jumps out at you! Random encounter! Ha!
I've met on occasion 2 personal trainers who ended up just starting to train, and so back in my hometown of Missouri, they ended up like opening different facilities, and both ended up making over 6 figures with no degrees. I would say it's a bit harder though, and you have to really want it. I definitely don't make anywhere near that. Like the healthcare side of things for an exercise physiologist it's still in its infancy. Very much in its infancy. Like it's understood that there's a need, but
Oh, you really thought you were going to win,
still,
didn't you?
really looked down upon. Dang, nice.
My spell's ready.
You live in a state that has like. Okay, so I'm about to say, yeah.
It's gotten pretty advanced for only having been a thing recently.
That would be probably one of the bigger states where you can sell more trucks.
Mark over here. To an opportunist, every Every map is a treasure map.
Oh man, that's a lot of work.
I put shortcuts
I mean, you get a really good
around the
payoff,
overworld to get
but
around.
it becomes
All you gotta
exhausting
do
on the
is
mind.
punch him.
Yeah, take some time for yourself, you know.
Ooh, luck going up.
Oh, okay. So you just got back from being 2 weeks off. That makes more sense. Because it could work either way.
Shortcut unlocked. There's all sorts of goodies and dungeons hidden behind things you can point. Oh man, this is the best. I am so glad that you guys are here to play games and be friends. It's just been me in this cave with the bun bow.
Is it like a... I would say, I would assume like a 12-hour shift.
Ah, Tina, have you been lonely?
What? No! You're lonely! I got friends. I got tons of friends. Look at all these hottie bun babes. This one, his name is Dimitri Papadopoulos, and these are his cousins from out of state.
Did you travel anywhere for the
Why are
vacay,
they
or stay in?
I'm so glad you
Is it a
asked, because they're
staycation?
also moms.
Great. Nice to meet you, Dimitri.
Staycation. I'm talking about. To readjust and rework everything. You found a gamer,
That
huh?
dungeon over there mayhaps
Lucky.
contains a shrine.
Her coruscating majesty, Queen Buttstaff, has long protected the Wonderlands with the soul magic she imbues into the land itself. But such a precious soul requires guarding as well, as proven by the terrible
That's
events
one way
of
to do it.
Dragon Keep. And so,
Gotta find a way to
found
pique their
new
interest.
walls from which to oversee her realm.
Ah,
Get in there and clear the place out, even if it brings you to the brink of death, leaving you totally vulnerable.
Remember, style before
it's a good series to jump into everything with. So I'm sure you're playing Wonderlands with her now. Interesting. Let's see. That's an odd one. I don't know why it blocked that. Yeah, the word insane. It accounted as bullying, which is I've never seen that before. I was like, this is. Did you end up building your own computers, or did you end up outsourcing them? Oh man, that's a wonderful experience.
Now then, the most broken build I can make.
really good rigs.
That was mine! Don't touch the loot!
I'm kind of waiting on upgrading my GPU for probably one of the new series AMD.
Ready to pop!
I never miss!
Being in the construction industry, I would only assume the craftiness is there. Like the closest I've gotten to the pure construction is a couple of friends who actually work in civil engineering.
Ooh, appealing juicy.
Oh. You were open to the experience and she helped guide you. I'm not super familiar with like specific brand name. Well, I would say most brand names. Like I have a Acer Predator and the other one. I think it's an LG. Yeah, it's an LG. So one of them's a 4K monitor, while the other one's a 1080, 240 hertz. Mainly because the like the very specific color detail. HDR 1000. I definitely have to look more into the HDR stuff. My 1080p monitor is rated for HDR, but I never run anything in HDR. I've had I don't know if like it's related, but I've had my games crash when running HDR. Oh, 49 inch, man, that's a wild monitor. 400, 600, and 1,000. What's it mean for like the difference in the ratings? Is it just the like the bands of colors that it'll show?
You better grab that shrine piece. Saves me a trip.
Ooh, you spy a magical crystal belonging to a broken shrine somewhere in the Wonderland.
Interesting.
So, this guy's totally gonna try and kill us, right?
Totally.
Girls say what?
His name is literally Backstab.
That's probably just a coincidence.
Much deeper color profile,
Didn't see
I would
that
assume.
Maybe he stabbed himself?
Mysteries like these course in rivers throughout the universe. Anywhoozle, once the shrine is complete, you get the reward all to yourself.
The Odyssey G9. There's a couple of sub-quests. Is that one also HDR? or I should say, higher rated HDR or real HDR. Do movies have to be specifically formatted for that, or to your knowledge? Same thing as like TV shows or series? Or is it more about like the physical principle of the like the panel itself, how it's constructed? Stretch in. I mean, I can always feel it in posture whenever the back of my shoulders start to ache a little bit.
Oh, numbers. My favorites are the big ones.
Yeah, there's like a kind of a bigger contention too, right, with resolution. Like at what point does the resolution not actually matter for what our eyes can perceive? I do.
I don't know, not die.
I don't think I have it linked for that though. Not that good with Twitch just yet.
Can't we work this out so we all walk away? Preferably with me walking away, Rick?
I have it as like a separate click onable thingy. Like if you're looking at the Twitch profile, you like scroll down and it should just say Discord. And you can click on that. Excellent. Thank you for joining. It's still small as you can tell, but you know, everything starts small and then we grow. If that's what it's meant to be, at least. Got you. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely. It should show. I may have that part turned off, like links. I would say shoot that one in a message in Discord. I still gotta tweak a lot of stuff when it comes to the bot here. Yeah, that'll work. How do you pronounce that? Is that the Svet Lodge? Just join. Sweet. Oh, okay. Sweaty drips. Nice. Okay. I was either assuming you were from a different part of the planet, or you just, like you mentioned, it was taken. I mean, it still works. It's close enough, yeah. Holy crap. That's incredible. The depth of color is crazy on that. And I remember I'm close to 2 years older than you, but where I grew up, we had like the 6-inch TV, like a box, and it was all black and white. That was for like a few good years of my youth. Yeah, it'll last a long time. Well, a long time in the sense that I think, you know, as the technology improves itself at a more rapid pace, there might be something more crazy than that in like 2 years, with nowadays like pace of technology change. And always with the caveat that the plague has slowed down everything. Take a look at that. Oh man. Wow. And you got the gaming chairs too. How do you like the chairs? I'm not too much into cars. Something I never like normal mechanic stuffs I'm not great with. Biomechanic stuffs I'm okay with. I can understand if it's related to biology. But a chair is definitely something I've been looking more and more into recently about getting. So using like a office chair with some pillows on it.
That's the last piece for the Shrine of Moolah.
Have you?
Oh, what? Look, girl, there's a bridge. You could totally thwack that thing over and cross it. Then
Very much the same way.
permanently opened a new
I've
route
had this
through
chair
the
for
Wonderland.
like
Look at you,
7
baby.
years. 6 or 7 years. It's around the time that I bought this house. I think it was 6 years. Prefer the leather over the cloth? I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that ever. Must be really good leather then.
Magic time!
Newbie, don't worry, those jerks at the table can't hear me. It's just us down here. Hey, I know I'm the villain, but I still just wanted to wish you luck on the whole quest thing. Not that you need luck, right? I mean, you're the fate maker.
Ah, okay. Yeah. With like the bond and the material. I could see something like that for that.
Rise the mighty walls of Brighthook. But you're not the only new arrival. A massive skeleton army is sieging the city! Catapults!
Yeah.
Skelly
Helps keep the posture instead of sinking down.
ships! There's bombs raining down!
It's one of those to where posture kind of becomes a little bit more important than like soft comfort.
Skelly ships land on the beach, unloading evil cargo of skelly-men's and skelly-women's.
Heads up, we've got company! Have a taste of my pain!
Magnetic hello.
Fly through! Never stood a chance!
That's something I'd have to save up for at the moment. Some of the chairs can get, I mean, almost expensive as many other peripherals like higher-end headsets, higher-end microphones, etc. Is that gonna be like an armrest where you just like slide it over the old one? Okay, yep. Hop on and off. Wow.
Sure, I have some bullets. That's a bloody detailed map. Now I look at it.
Just being able to pop them on and off is that's a quality of life feature that you won't get from like a normal office product for sure.
Finally, that cooldown took ages.
Because you get it custom made, that's the only thing I can think of. Like from the ground up.
The skelettillery blasts a hole in the barrier! The defenses are breached!
Looky here, a healing vial.
You see a lone figure fighting back against the endless tide of skelly-men! Though his armor is scarred by 100 battles, his honor is untarnished. It's
Warm all the way out.
Oi! You, citizen! Over here! Saw you fighting the undead on the beach. Glad I'm not the only one giving these bony pricks a hard time.
Quite the mouth
Yeah, you
on
really wore that one.
Paladin.
Do I
Wore it to
bloody
death.
look like I've got time for manners lessons? I'm up to my codpiece in undead. They came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's the Dragon Lord's doing. Just came from robbing his tomb, actually.
The Dragon Lord! Right now, we have to break this siege. The undead have catapults lobby.
Very sleek design too for that that chair. It would just look like the armrests aren't too long. But yeah, I probably have a personal preference for like longer armrests because my desk, the way my desk is set up, it's one of those old-timey ones with the actual undersliding drawer. I don't prefer my my keyboard or my mouse to be actually on the platform where my desktop and everything is. It also helps me hide my microphone.
I'll help the villagers get to safety. Fight through the siege fields and use that fantasy for to blow the catapults to Kingdom Bloody Come!
Huh? A good 6 degrees of freedom.
Skeletons, up ahead! There, catapult straight ahead.
I've really missed this part. Been too long since I conquered anything. After a few centuries, you get that conquering itch again, you know?
45. You know, just lean the chair back and
My favorites.
have one of them like super fancy desks to where it like just rotates with you. Where you're almost laying down. That's gonna be the next step, right? Oh. I mean, that's actually cheaper than what I thought. I would have anticipated way more than 3 grand for something like that. Ah.
Uh-oh, skeletons appear as you near the catapult.
Who's up for some fun?
So all the, yeah, if you put all the accessories and peripherals together, that's probably what drives the price up.
Oh, you really thought you were going to win, didn't you?
So when you're doing the chaos dungeons, do you just like matchmake with the randos, or do you try to get like an actual group together?
This should do it.
Behind your life, of course.
Slap that fantasy 4 onto the catapult!
Did it all solo? For 3 characters, that's a lot of time for a game that came out super soon. Matchmake to.
Now set it off!
Yeah, I usually play with my brother.
Bloody clear!
What's busted about him? Like busted in a good way or busted in a bad way?
Rainbow bits!
Bloody brilliant! Keep blasting them back to the Grey Hells, citizen!
Okay, so Paladin Mike isn't mine, but I met this cool nerdy barista on the EchoNet, and they said I could use their B&B character if I wanted, and I was like, hell yeah! And they were like, chop, governor! And I was like, ooh, I'm stealing that exit too!
Oh no. So it becomes more of an exploit at that point. Ouch. There's always one, right? Every game release, there's always something that's like that.
Or blocked. I don't know, not die.
Thank you, thank you.
I never miss.
And finding out how to proc it, that's... If you're doing it on YouTube, I would say the people who do it and then like make videos on it and saying, hey, this is the issue, I think they're probably pushing towards making the real change for the games. And then you have the people in the background that are just going to be exploiting it. It's a hard thing to judge. It's like, for anyone who's the game developer, like, how do you actually go back through? Do you either issue bans or do you roll back characters? That's so much contention throughout the entire gaming industry for something like that. It's like the semi-notorious failure with New World has a whole lot of issues like that.
The other day, this lord orders me to tell him about my peasant life. Well, my lord, I says, I rise before the dawn and toil endlessly in the oppressive sun. After day's done, I stumble to the scum and chum, blistered and burnt, for a pint of soda and stale bread.
Huh. Wow. Wonder why that's the case. With no PvP. Oh, okay. Yeah. No PvP.
It's not as glamorous a life as a lord, but at least I'm my own master. Wait, no, I'm not. Boy, my peasant brothers and sisters! I've just come to the terrible realization that our lives are crap. Down with it, lords, I say.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Rebellion!
That you could share the save files. So you could, like, would that be kind of duping? You'd have the exact same character just ran by a bunch of people. Huh.
Sorry, that was supposed to be a warning shot.
Has that been in like the other Borderlands games too?
They've set the last catapult up on the fallen tower.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard on that.
What a way to get over there.
That's way too big of a jump. What if we undestroyed that last catapult and threw ourselves over?
Hey! No touching the miniatures! Launching yourself with a catapult sounds cool, so I'm gonna let it go this once! This once.
Yeehaw!
Using the melee build for your berserker, I guess.
On a cross blade with the best.
Took the character in the gear.
My spell's ready.
So you're not actually really using just the character itself. You're more so like transferring.
I see you also know the old hit them till they go down trick. Bones! My brittle bones!
Hey, I mean, I can realistically see that as being an easy way to make content too for someone who wanted to do something like that. Instead of going through leveling up every character, just transfer the save files of others and have like max hit characters on each one. Oh. someone can have like 100% completed game, transfer their file to someone who's never played before, and then they would automatically have all the achievements.
Next time, learn to pick an easier mark. Ready to cut. Arcane arrows.
Played at like a high level for like it's almost like a test run, I would say. You're just testing out the character in that instance. See if it fits their play style, if that's what they wanted to do.
Sorted out those pesky catapults. That explosive glitter stuff did quite a number on them.
That'll bloody learn 'em. Ha! Regroup by the main gate. I can see 'em gathering for an assault.
Oh, good for you. See, while you're having your
Yeah, I was on the
tantrum out
Spore
there,
Warden
my
yesterday.
forces are already in the city getting ready to burn
I would
the
say
place
like
to the ground.
the
Oh, this is
companion, like a lot of
great.
its
We're all
treat
having fun.
buffs the companion, but the companion's AI is not effective in my opinion. So I ended up before I got off last night, I swapped around a bunch of the talents and might play a little bit more of that tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah. Hmm. Jeez. It's a good companion.
Whoop, you're stranded. Here's a nice bridge for you.
They've been waiting for that bridge to pop up. Bloody infrastructure edict finally came through. Hey, you showed those boneheads what for?
For the number of
One of the
companions,
Queen's
or
stones. No.
you mean like
way.
buffs on them?
I've never actually seen one of these before. Are you a fate maker?
Yes, I am. And I'm willing to sell you my autograph.
How do you get more than one companion? Especially for the Spoil Warden, I've only ever had one mushroom guy out.
Only heard about those in stories.
Ah, okay. Yeah, like the fairy ore guns, where it turns like little fairy and flies around.
Queen's magic has unlocked more of your power
Wow.
as a fate maker.
I didn't
The
expect
Dragon
that.
Lord's armies
And they get buffed, like those ones from the weapons, they get buffed the same from like your talent tree.
Oh man, you're doing so well. Too bad I don't have anything up my sleeve for this.
Blammo!
Atral smashes through the gate!
Bollocks! Put those new powers to the test.
That is very good to
Playmaker.
know.
Hope you finished your bucket list.
Makes like a quote-unquote necromancer build viable. Yeah, you're good.
Looks like someone took a wrong turn. You know your roads are actually right. Seriously, look it up. You know, this really hurts. Better be worth it.
A tide of skeletons and trolls waves. You've held off the assault.
Entire army, and not one of you can give me a challenge. Come on.
Watch it, Fate Maker. You haven't even seen me try.
Over here, Fate Maker.
Now then, what's the most broken build I can make?
Honestly, I didn't quite believe it. But you fight like something out of a legend. Oh, you are a Fate Maker. Come on, we've stopped their ground assault.
How long you been in Texas for?
But there's some undead that made it into the city.
Better hurry if you're gonna stop me and save the world.
It's a place
I
that's
can only drag my
growing,
hamstring
right?
right up for so
With
long.
a lot of movement going on. Joe Rogan moving down there. A bunch of other big names.
Oi! Lord Sky! Open up the gate!
Speak the password?
Password, open the bloody gate before I shove leaves down your throat, stick a handle on your ass, and turn you into my own personal bloody teapot!
It's definitely him, guys. Open the gate.
Come on, but get ready. It's gonna be a right mess in there.
You've been on the protein, ain't ya? Oh, look at my pants over here, eh?
like that. One of those kind of scopes.
As you enter Brighthoof, you witness total carnage. Homes are on fire. Skelly-mans are eating people's feet.
In the main square.
Would you even say it's like very similar for the Graveborn?
Push on,
Like its
my
companions
armies
pretty
of
strong?
unyielding darkness. Once I take this city,
Or using
the
companions for the
whole
Graveborn, or
world
have
will
you?
fall into my
What's
hands.
your build for the Graveborn, guys?
Is this working for you? I want you to hate me. I'm talking true loathing, like an absolute rage smoldering within, hollowing you out like a housefire. Just let me know if there's anything else I can do. Mentor figures I can kill. I'm all ears. I'm dying again.
No shame in losing to the best.
You're already dead.
Oh. As I feel like what I want to do with this guy is just work through the spells, have a little fun with them.
Who dares stand against our dark master?
Cause you
Oh no!
at the high end, do this like the spell types change at all? Like, do you get like new kinds of spells higher? Or is it more about the randomness of the same kinds of things? Not really? Yeah.
I'm going grander by the day. I feel magical.
Now they're in for it.
More spells, the better.
Just a bloody detailed map. Now I look at it. What the hell did they shot all this? Oh, hells! Are you dead already?
Any other kind of games you play? Or are looking forward to? Probably are looking forward to would be the better one. 11 tab most bosses.
Now then, baby!
berserker. Just by blasting through everything very quickly.
You see that the drawbridge to the inner walls has been raised. You're stuck on this side. What do you do?
I think it's obvious. We seduce the drawbridge.
I'm not saying anything to the drawbridge. Playing hard to get. Is it working?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I read something like that. That spell is specifically broken, right?
Works every time.
The skeleton who brings me the Queen's diamond head gets one of those novelty turkey drumsticks. Even if you can't eat it, they'll club a human like a fence post.
Let the magic begin! I think that's quite enough out of you.
Clear the square. This is where we make our stand. For the Queen!
Hero is a skeleton that wants to be free. Don't worry, I'll get you out of there. My brittle bones!
What's the main way of increasing spell damage? Is that just through like the higher end items?
Go for the eye! Gonna kill you.
As the last lifeless skeleton clatters to the cobblestones, you realize you've done it. The undead horde has been defeated. For now.
For the Queen!
It feels so good to be a hero.
I hope you remember this. I gave it a shot playing by the rules. Now, I'm gonna have to start breaking them.
The Fate Maker wields great power in the face of evil. It feels like something lost long ago has been found again. It feels like... home.
A little bit.
You saved us all, Fate Maker. You are the hero of Brighthoof. The Queen will
What's your
be
thoughts
eager to
on
meet you, Fate
Twitch
Maker.
getting rid of their
Castle?
desktop app?
The castle gates are right over there.
Look at me, meeting a queen.
The gates of Her Majesty's castle swing open as though they anticipated your arrival. And then you hear the clop of perfect hooves upon the cobblestones. They belong to the most goodest, majesticest ruler ever seen by mortal eyes.
Queen Butt Stallion!
Her magnificence. It just washes over you, man.
Yes, I feel it. It's busy.
You spilled your soda.
Yes, I did, and it was in honor of the Queen.
you have pushed back the Dragon Lord's attack. His downfall can only be brought about by one thing. You must go and retrieve
The Sword of Souls!
I was getting to that! Yeah, it's a Sword of Souls. Although, thank you, Valentine, for paying attention to the exposition.
The Sword of Souls is the coolest weapon in the whole game. Are we really getting that?
I mean, if you complete the quest, yeah.
I'll murder this whole quest and everyone in it. I want that sword.
Intense, but it's in the right spirit. Mostly.
Her Majesty says that the Sword of Souls is hidden in the Shatter Grave Barrow. She will be reaching there personally for you.
Would you say we're being bestowed a huge honor? I've always wanted to be bestowed something.
Girl, you totally just got bestowed.
My dream! It's happening!
I wonder what the gods were thinking, giving me so many skills and everyone else so...
There, a bridge up her. Perhaps you could cross over it. Give it a big whack. Them's a haiku, baby.
Smacking the people who spawn in the overworld's kind of fun.
The Queen says that the sword was hidden here in case the evil souls roused from their graves and needed to get absorbed forever.
Why didn't she just absorb the Dragon Lord's soul and be done with him?
It adds a different, unique feel to the game, where it really
Now want a villain to fight?
like mingles D&D versus with Borderlands.
I have been turned into a vending machine.
Hey, you little cutie idiots!
Hello there.
You're here for the Sword of Souls, aren't you? They put me in here for being possessive, but the joke's on them. I'm gonna get to the sword first. Then, the Dragon Lord's gonna make me his right hand lady!
Hey, she's just trying to make us learn exposition. Shoot her in the face a lot.
The Dragon Lord is so cool and evil. Not like you, cutie idiot. You're a gross fate maker. What's the deal with that anyway? Being good is dumb and stupid. You should just give up now. Or you can just stand there like a dumb dummy and listen to me the whole time while the Dragon Lord's armies ravage the world. I wonder how many people are getting turned into skeletons this very moment. I'll guess. 12? Too low. 300. Yeah, that's closer. Anyway, my general point is that you're a super loser and the the Dragon Lord is the best evil guy in the whole world. Blech.
Classic narcissist. Saw a lot of myself in her.
That's not gonna work on me, you cutie dummy. I told you I was possessive. That body sucked anyway. I'll go get a better one.
Did you hear what she said about me? Not that bad. Nice try. But she can't retcon turning me into the villain in all her campaigns. No, wait. There was that one other guy. The sorcerer, job-stealing hack. Handsome, though. A handsome hack.
The reference to previous Borderlands with that one. Handsome Jack.
Nothing like a job well done. Behold, mice. Avast. Always wanted to say that.
I know. I finished off everybody. Oopsie. Of course, his like ground slam has to take his health too. It hurts.
We get rowdy. Let's get rowdy.
Made it! If anyone hears the baying of hounds echoing in the hollow of their soul, let me know.
Lucky you.
Sweaty, what's a recent show you watch, like a series that you would recommend? Oh, okay. Anime? Yeah, absolutely. Pretty sure some of them overlap though, like Berserk and Attack on Titan.
Don't mess with the best.
Hey, you cutie idiot.
I hope you know this really hurts.
Hey, honey, maybe don't harm yourself next time. Pro tip. Not gonna kill me that easy.
She's ruining my favorite part of killing things, which is that they shut up and stay dead.
Inside the mausoleum, a chest catches your eye. Ooh.
It's another one that's been a while since I've watched any kind of anime really.
It's a
Like the
dark
last one I
magic
watched was
spell.
Naruto.
Ooh, stealing powers.
Sounds evil, but let's call it morally gray.
Doing a little.
More recently, I've been watching like Star Trek Discovery. I kind of got back into that one. Then we have I watched the first 2 episodes of Halo.
Grave robbing, huh? I knew you weren't completely boring. I'm still gonna beat you to the sword. Let's go get to know each other. Somewhere nice.
That's what I want to put my next points into. Dark magic damage increase. Yeah. Stats. That's probably the one you were talking about. That constantly stacks. You just increase dark magic damage. The harvest. Oh, actual health regen.
Quiet. Like your grave!
It looks like this companion has an ability to where it sucks all the enemies together. Is it a different? That must come from my other spell. Okay, so that's the one that pulls them together.
Queen Butt Stallion coming in with
The Royal Hoof of Doom!
Now that is a nice trick, Your Majesty.
The Royal Majesty says you will need to find the Tome of Fate and read
The Fate Maker's Creed!
aloud to gain entrance to the relic repository below the ruins.
Go for the eye!
Ah. Yeah, I'm sure. People just have open lobbies and stuff like that for testing. Definitely. Reach that higher end content.
I see everything.
Have you seen very many people at all doing the trials?
Whoever's in there, I would advise
The chaos
against
stuff.
sudden movements around me.
Your voice echoes through the gas.
Also, are you limited, like, the amount of times you could do it per day?
What is that? Burn it! Stab it! Kill it!
We're freaking out. It's just a minute. This is why I shoot every chest just to be sure.
Not to, but I'm
As the mimic dies, it belches out the. You're gonna have to read it aloud on the altar outside.
My old nemesis.
Reading?
Out loud.
Place the Tome of Fate upon the pedestal and read out the Fate Maker's Creed.
Fate does not divide us. Fate brings us together.
Ooh, I like that. Fate brings us together. That's going on my vision board.
Do you really believe that, Tina?
What? Nah, girl, that's just a fantasy bug trap. But I guess, you know, fate brought us together. Play games. I don't know, whatever.
Oh, cutie idiot. You cut out.
For the moment,
Not gonna
yeah.
do much good, though.
I don't think I'm gonna be on this one too much longer. I wasn't actually expecting to play a whole lot today.
Sacred! Was that it?
The moldy barrel was filled with decay.
Yeah, just get a feel for the
Full of
ride, as it were.
Oh, it's so gross and bad. Oh, God.
Oh, so it's like Valentine's private quarter. Stinks.
And for me, it's been like a month. Well, it's almost been a month since I last streamed, so I want to do a little bit back on and upload a couple vids.
It's a miracle. I'm alive. Wait.
Also make a
some
bunch of
my money
clips
is
from the
missing.
games that I've
Where's
played
my wretched money?
between Dying Light 2. Made a couple for Lost Ark at one time. the TikToks and YouTube. Also did kind of like a speed run through Shadow Warrior 3 on a hard difficulty.
Whoa! More bad guys. Well, yeah. Hey.
You're fun. What a shame you and your stupid queen are gonna die once the deal.
Is it the same name that you use for your own Twitch channel, buddy? I'll tune in sometime. Say hi. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of funny. There's just sweaty drips out there. Hey, you got more followers though. Go.
I'm a millionaire.
Get you with the follow back.
It's the sword. Excuse me while I slip into something more catastrophic. You'll never get the Sword of Souls, cutie idiot!
This time, kill her so hard she doesn't get back up.
Finally, that cooldown took ages. Arcane arrow! time I'll have to do that. Sure.
As the hulking body of the Zomboss collapses, Her Majesty reappears. You have impressed Her Royal Hotness with your courage and total badassery. She will now grant you entrance to the sacred chamber that holds
The Sword of Souls!
Oh, good for
You also do like upload to YouTube as well, or
Almighty robot
primarily
listen,
Twitch for the
How
moment?
do we kill this zombie axe for good?
Give me that sword. You can't even use it right. It needs to be charged with soul energy. And that only comes.
Yeah. I would say the one thing I really like is the export feature for videos. Not great, of course, because the actual YouTube algorithm does not like long form videos at all.
Your precious queen.
But it exists.
And the souls of living things.
I can think of at least one soul nearby that needs absorbing.
What? Not like that! No! No, 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 no!
I got like a lot of videos uploaded for Dying Light too.
like this.
I don't think it's going to work out between us, darling.
Pick it up, newbie!
Get that sword!
Now you must take the sword back to Brighthoof. A town portal opens up.
With uploading to YouTube, for me, it actually takes exporting directly from Twitch takes the load off of my upload rate. Or the load off of my upload rate. Because if you have like a many hours video uploading it to YouTube, that's a lot of upload. But if you directly upload it from Twitch, it doesn't go through you. It goes from Twitch's platform. Dang. Yeah, I got a gig download, but my upload's like 40. That was the highest with the internet package that we could get here.
She says you'll need to bring the sword to the fountain in the main square. Little double entendre.
I would assume you're going to be in one of the bigger cities then to have that kind of service. It's kind of funny because I'm actually in a bigger city in Virginia, and this is the best we get.
We get rowdy! Let's get rowdy!
As you place the sword into the fountain, soul energy swirls through it and out in the city.
You're in a big city. Or what?
Extinguished. The houses get put back together.
I've never been to Texas, but the place I just keep hearing more and more about. People are moving there, and it's making it more appealing.
Blood Stallion says to, look over here. She's gonna do something special for you.
Was it Houston, the place that Joe Rogan went to? Or was that Austin? Because he went to like one of the bigger places.
Brilliant work, Rainmaker. The city is safe, prosperous,
Awesome.
skeleton free. Now that the siege has been lifted, you'll want to avail yourself of our amenities. Start by visiting the blacksmiths.
Who is that? Can he see it through the soot in the eyes?
Oh, no one special. Just the hero of Brighthoof.
The hero of Brighthoof. Never met a fate maker.
I live in the Hampton Roads area,
Some better gear.
Virginia Beach, or
Now I can't offer you any
Virginia.
weapons or armor directly on account of my exclusivity contract with the Crown. It's to keep the vending machine stocked. I'm a proud part of the military pre-industrial complex, you see. But I
Just
can
stuck around
offer you
after I got out of the
extensions your
military.
carrying capacity. More bullets, more loot, more fun. A free sample of me wares on the house.
much different than where I grew up. Grew up in a pretty much a farm in Missouri for 19 years, and then joined, came out here, and everything is different. It's wild.
Behold, my stuff! I see. If I'm here, then that means... Wait, what does that mean?
I think that's all I'm gonna do for tonight. Just a quick 2-hour stream. It's definitely nice talking to you, Sweaty, and see you again soon. I'm sure. I'll probably tune into your stream tomorrow. Yeah. Definitely chat more. You have a good evening.